I am. You say you can smell them. I smell something too. That you are a great seasoner. I am live saying that. Okay. Hopefully my laptop work on this special occasion. I said no matter what I was doing today, no matter what appointments, no matter who I need to meet, no matter what I had going on with my children, I was going to get this information out because of how important August is right now for our people. I didn't bring my calendar because regardless of the Gregorian calendar that we are set by, we have other instruments and tools of telling time when it comes to our ancestral. Lloyd, bring me my water, please. When it comes to our ancestral lineage of how we calculate space and time. So, with that being said, if you do not know, I am the original. Let's put this up just in case people ain't aware. Just marinate on that right quick. Marinate on it. That's all I'm saying. My phone, my computer is freezing. So I know that the broadcast is still going on, and um, who I am and who I identify with is exactly who you are and who you should identify with, which is the primordial essence of being this organic presence from divine source. So, with that, y'all know how I rock. I'm never ashamed to say I welcome my ancestors. I welcome the primal forces. I welcome the elements of the earth. I welcome all the things on the periodic chart that makes us up as a whole when it comes to our uniqueness on this planet. And I came on here to speak on the topic of Black August because, again, we as a people identify with a lot of, they call them holidays. And if you look up what the holly tree means, that's another topic. Except they really got it from holy days, and we have a lot of holy days, holidays that we celebrate being this melanated being when it comes to the integrity and the homage, the humility that we have been throughout thousands of years when it comes to what we have endured as a people. Now, I'm not here to go into the semantics on uh, the illusionary reasoning when it comes to race. Our people really need to get more involved with the etymology or etymology of words because a lot of things that we have agreed to unwillingly and unconsciously are literally our downfall. And we have been put into these significant spells of spell casting with a lot of the English language. So it's more than enough information out here for us to like take a grasp of what is to come, what was before, and what is now, and how you can assimilate these things or assimilate these um, exercises, different ways of doing things in your now moment, in this present moment. So, with that being said, Black August. What is Black August? I had someone I met recently gave me the most honorable and highest compliment. Everyone knows that I do this without no malice, no ego. I love what I do. I am intrigued with the people I meet. I am even more excited with the information that is receptive by people that I come across, to where it is like willingly open. And for that I am forever grateful. Ashe. And for sure, two fingers not divided. Two fingers not divided. Let's hit a salute right now for our universal properties of being, divine essence, ancestors, the way that we have been doing things unconsciously knowing and still prevailing to be the best people or beings on the planet, regardless of our trials and tribulations as a nation. So, with that, thank you. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Because I do not want to take up anyone's time more than what I need to. So we're gonna hop right into Black August. I want to get the notes that I did take. Everything is so AI. Everything is so digital. I'm still learning as I speak when it comes to what I have learned. So, like I said, I had the highest honorable compliment a couple of months ago when it comes to a young guy that I met, um, Hosea Swoops. And he sent me the book because the personality or the temperaments or the passion or spirit, I'm just using examples, that the conversations we had reminded him of the political activists in the early 60s and 70s known by the name of Asanta Shakur. So when I say these things about you getting intertwined with different aspects of self, that has a lot to do with getting um going in a direction of learning what you truly should be celebrating, vice versa what you should not. We have taken on ideologies of other means way of being and exiled or put or exodus our own. I don't want to even say belief, because when, like I said, the etymology is a word, but our own faith systems, the way we did things, how we grew our food, how we took care of ourselves when it comes to medical issues, how we literally took that mind or mentality of it takes a village to raise a child. Those are just some examples. So Asanta Shakur, and he actually sent me her autobiography, and I definitely have read it and taken my notes from it, and feel that honestly I'm way behind. Except it gave me more clarity on the mission, in a sense, because we all have a direct statement when it comes to our energy signature here on this planet to fulfill, and how you go about it has a lot to do with the premise of unconditional love and the helping of others, however that may be in your paradigm or in your own personal universe. So, with that being said, what I'm going to do, because Black August was mentioned not only in this book, but it was mentioned by Hosea as well, and I want to just shed some light on what it is for those who do not know, and what we should be instilling in our children to celebrate, because these people not only took a dive, they are still in prison for their political aspects and their reasoning of freeing our people from oppressive means when it comes to this political government on all aspects. So that's what they did, and they sacrificed themselves, just like those before us have sacrificed so much for us to actually be able to verbally speak this information right now into fruition, for we can learn as a people together. No conquer and divide. I don't care who you are and who you represent. whatever you are under the influence of, just know that what I know is probably something that you don't know, and what you know is probably something I don't know. How can we build on that? That's all that matters. Because in all hindsight, the babies, the upcoming youth, is what the most concern should be when it comes to us as a people, because we as the elders now are not going to be here forever. So what foundational principles are we laying down for the next generation? So when we break the word generation down, gene, raw, ion, and you do that research on your own. So, Asante Shakur was one of the political activists of the early 60s, 70s, and beyond, and she had to come into a inner knowledge of herself on who she is. And what I'm going to do is read the excerpt that she sent to her people in I think it's 1973. And I don't how long, 12 minutes already. Okay, what I'm not going to do is that. What I'm going to do is shed light on what Black August is. I really want our people to know what to celebrate. It is a fasting month. I just found out this information myself from the brother, and I'm grateful. Gratitude, I shake. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm going to do is shed light on what Black August is and how it came about to be. So, Black August is honored every year to commemorate the fallen freedom fighters of the Black Liberation Movement, to call for the release of political prisoners, free Larry Hoover, in the United States, to condemn the oppressive conditions of U.S. prisons, and to emphasize the continued importance of the Black liberation struggle. Observers of the Black August commit to higher levels of discipline throughout the month. This can include fasting from food and drink, frequent physical exercise, and political study and engagement in political struggle. In short, the principles of Black August are study, fast, train, fight. All the people that's in prison because they wanted our people to be free, not just physically, mentally, and how we can actually build on ourselves like we have always done, millions on top of millions of years. So if you direct a man's mind, you don't have to direct his steps. They already walked out for you because you control his mind. So keep that in mind. And to continue, the history behind Black August is a 19-year-old convicted of an armed robbery in 1961. George Jackson was sentenced to a prison term of 1 to life, meaning prison administrators had complete and arbitrary control over the length of his sentence. He never lived outside of prison again, spending the next 11 years locked up, 7.5 years of those in solitary confinement. In those 11 years, despite living in an environment of poor conditions, he became an inspiration to the other revolutionaries of his generation. Jackson was first exposed to radical politics by fellow inmate W.L. Nolan. With Nolan's guidance, Jackson studied the works of many revolutionaries, including Karl Marx, V.I. Lenin, Mayo Tse, T.S.E. Tung, T.U.N.G., and Fritz Fanon. Nolan and Jackson and other prisoners dedicated themselves to raising political consciousness among the prisoners to organizing their peers in the California prison system. They led study sessions. Um, they led study sessions on radical philosophy and convened groups like the Third World Coalition and started the San Quentin prison chapter of the Black Panther Party. Jackson even published two widely read books while in prison. And one is called Soul Dad, Soledad, Soledad, and the other book is Brother and Blood in My Eye. So that is how it came about. That is where it come from. A lot of our political activists, of course, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, and these are the ones they told us about. It's so many more. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King. I have learned so many names that I've never seen in a textbook while going to school. My whole 12, however many years we go. All that time, I've never read about these people in my history book. Because you know why? It's his story. And our matriarchic foundational principles have always been in a big mama state, in a feminine state. There were kings that were women. There were pharaohs that were women. They were the first gods that we bowed down to. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Just know that. So you've been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been all that shit. So don't believe the hype. Start doing the research for yourself and teach your children the true identity of this beautiful, beautiful melanin, this human, this cosmic energy that we possess as a people, man. And when we bring it together as a collective, we are not just that mustard seed, but we are those Buddha monks that can and levitate and move things with the mind itself. That's why we are the most hated beings on this planet. So, with that being said, let's continue because I can't get her story out because I am going to read it. I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. I got so much going on, and it's cool because I'm living where I'm at, and I agree as well as the universe and my ancestors, my spirit guides, everyone on that level. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Oh, thank you. Look, I just got this. Yeah, my daughter gave me this for my incense. Um, I go to the pen. I know what nation I represent as well. So what I want to do in the honor of Asanta Shakur that's over in Cuba and still the highest wanted alleged fugitive on the FBI most wanted list. I am honored to even speak about her and to be it close to an inkling of a compliment of her essence lets me know what type of work I got to do. So, with that being said, what work are you willing to do? What sacrifices are you willing to make to start or restart or reboot something that's already been imprinted and instilled and inwardly given to you by divine source? You have divine rights. Let's learn about them together. And if you are interested in what I do, hit me up, Universal Soul at Gmail, Universal Soul Thinking at gmail.com. I offer a whole demo of all type of extras that we all can get together and learn about. And if you really want to like fox with me now, inbox me. You have any questions? Let me know. I am here. I signed up for this mission impossible when it comes to our people, and I am happy to be where I'm at. So let's see. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Words of Asante Shakur. In the spirit of rest and power to these brave beings, Ronald Carter, William Christmas, Mark Clark, Mark Essex, Frank Heavy Fields, Woody Changa Olugabla Green, Fred Hampton, Lil Bobby Hudson, George Jackson, Jonathan Jackson, and the brothers that I don't know if this the Smothers brothers, the brothers, I don't know their name exactly, and I apologize for that. But one got locked up on the activism and false charges, and his brother broke into jail to break him out. I am one to validate the power of the people, not just with this one, but with this one as well. There's no division between the left and the right hand. Let's put them together and make it solid. Let's stop separation when it comes to us, when we share the same skin tone. Peace, whoop, not divided. Salute, my people. Get at me. Don't sleep. Awaken with me. Two fingers.